Have you been feeling more tired lately, even after a full night's sleep, but aren't sure why? You might be surprised to learn that these could be signs of anemia. It's more common than you think, and recognizing the symptoms early is crucial. So, let's explore more signs that you should be aware of. 1. Are your hands and feet always freezing, no matter the season? It can be frustrating and uncomfortable, especially when others around you seem fine. If your extremities are constantly cold, it could be a sign that your blood circulation isn't working efficiently. This happens because when your body lacks oxygen, it prioritizes sending blood to your core organs like your heart, brain, and lungs. As a result, your hands and feet may be left feeling cold and even numb. While some people might brush this off as poor circulation or just the way I am, it's often linked to anemia. So, if you're always reaching for extra socks and gloves while others are comfortable, it might be time to dig deeper into what's going on. 2. Is your hair thinning or breaking easily? Or maybe your nails are brittle, chipped, or even have odd ridges. When your body isn't getting enough nutrients like iron and oxygen, it starts to prioritize vital organs over things like hair and nails. As a result, your hair may start to thin or fall out, and your nails might become weak and prone to breaking. These changes might seem small at first, but they can be significant indicators of anemia. We often take the health of our hair and nails for granted, but they are outward signs of what's happening inside your body. If you've noticed these changes, anemia might be a factor. 3. Feeling your heart race for no apparent reason or experiencing occasional chest pain can be scary. What many people don't realize is that anemia forces the heart to work harder to pump blood throughout the body. Over time, this extra strain can cause the heart to beat irregularly, skip beats, or even result in chest pain. This isn't just anxiety or stress playing tricks on your body, your heart is literally working overtime because of anemia. Chest pain is one of the more severe symptoms of anemia and should never be ignored. It's your body's way of saying something serious is going on. 4. Ever feel like you're constantly in a fog or having trouble concentrating? Difficulty focusing and memory lapses can be surprising signs of anemia. Your brain needs oxygen to function properly, and when it doesn't get enough, it can feel like your thoughts are slow or disjointed. You might struggle to stay on task at work or forget small details like where you left your keys. It's frustrating, especially when you don't realize that anemia could be affecting your cognitive abilities. If you're feeling mentally off, it's not always just a bad day, it could be a sign of something more. 5. Have you noticed you're getting winded from just walking up a few stairs or carrying groceries from the car? You might feel breathless even after light exercise, and that's a red flag. When your red blood cells can't carry enough oxygen to your muscles and tissues, your body compensates by making you breathe faster, even with minor physical exertion. If you're used to an active lifestyle and suddenly find yourself short of breath, it's frustrating and concerning. People often associate shortness of breath with heart issues, but it can be one of the most obvious signs of anemia too. The next time you find yourself huffing and puffing while doing something that used to be easy, it might be time to get your iron levels checked. 6. Ever looked in a mirror and noticed your complexion seemed a bit dull or washed out? Pale skin, or sometimes a yellowish tint, can be an important clue to anemia. It's more than just being a bit pale due to staying indoors or being tired. Anemia affects the number of red blood cells that deliver oxygen and color to your skin, leaving you looking drained. Even your lips, gums, or the inside of your eyelids might lose their usual color. If someone says, "You look pale today," take a moment to reflect. It could be your body's subtle way of signaling that something's off. Don't just brush it off as stress or a lack of sunlight, especially if you've noticed this change in your complexion along with other symptoms. 7. Restless leg syndrome, RLS, is an uncomfortable, tingling sensation in the legs, usually at night, that makes it hard to sleep or relax. What many don't realize is that anemia, particularly iron deficiency anemia, is a common cause of RLS. You might feel an irresistible urge to move your legs, and this discomfort can seriously disrupt your sleep. If you're spending nights tossing and turning because your legs won't stay still, it's more than just an annoyance, it could be anemia affecting your body's iron levels. Sleep is essential for recovery, so when RLS interferes with rest, it only worsens the fatigue caused by anemia. 8. Have you ever wondered why no matter how much you sleep, you still feel tired throughout the day? You wake up, try to get through your routine, but it feels like you're dragging your feet. This overwhelming exhaustion isn't just from staying up late or being overworked. Constant fatigue is one of the most common signs of anemia. Red blood cells are responsible for delivering oxygen throughout your body. When you're anemic, you don't have enough of these cells, so your body struggles to get the oxygen it needs to keep you energized. Even doing everyday tasks like cooking dinner or walking the dog might feel impossible. You might think, why am I always tired? Well, anemia could be the reason. It's like trying to run your car on empty fuel, sooner or later, you'll burn out. 9. Ever had that lightheaded feeling when you stand up too quickly or when you've been sitting for too long? Frequent dizziness is another sign your body isn't getting enough oxygen, and it can be dangerous. If you're feeling woozy, it's probably your brain reacting to a lack of oxygen, and the dizziness can hit at the worst times, while driving, walking, or even cooking. Sometimes people attribute dizziness to dehydration or lack of food, but if it's happening often, anemia might be to blame. The thing is, many of us overlook these moments of lightheadedness, but if it becomes a regular part of your day, don't ignore it. 10. A headache now and then isn't unusual, but if you're dealing with them frequently, it might be more than just a bad day. Anemia-induced headaches occur when there's a lack of oxygen reaching your brain, causing tension and discomfort. You might feel pressure around your temples, forehead, or even at the back of your head. If you're constantly reaching for painkillers to manage headaches, it's worth considering whether anemia could be the underlying cause. It's easy to chalk headaches up to stress or staring at screens too long, but if they're becoming more frequent and intense, your body might be trying to tell you something. Now that you know the signs of anemia, it's important to pay attention to your body. Don't ignore these symptoms, early detection is key. If you notice any, take action and talk to a healthcare professional. Your health matters.